Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Good to see the internet computer crowd tuning in. If you have been tracking updates across the ecosystem, this one has got a bit of everything. A first look at KongSwap's AI-powered Earn feature, a dev experiment that pushes what's possible with LLMs, a quietly deflationary meme coin in Avocado, and a quick note on funnAI's scheduled posts. If you would like to support independent coverage of the ICP ecosystem, the donation wallet is in the description. Now let's get into it. KongSwap has offered a first look at its upcoming Earn feature, and it's taking a fresh stab at passive income. At first glance, it sounds familiar: staking, prediction markets, and options. But the twist is that the entire strategy is built around you, your outlook, your choices, and your risk profile. The tool centers on something called an AI strategy advisor. It's not handing out cookie cutter plans. Instead, it learns from your inputs, mixes in prediction market data, and offers a strategy that reflects where you think the market is heading. So, if you are bullish or bearish on something, that conviction becomes a signal. The platform then adapts your yield exposure based on that. Prediction markets play a surprisingly core role. You make directional calls, and those calls get interpreted as alpha. That becomes one of the inputs for your allocation. Meanwhile, traditional staking is in there too, acting like a base layer of yield. Options are included as well, but not as a bet, more like a tool to shape exposure in a measured way. The pitch is that foresight becomes the asset. Instead of choosing from fixed strategies, the system listens first, then builds. The potential upside is a closer alignment between what you believe and what your assets are doing. And if the AI gives regular feedback, it might also help users think more clearly about their positions. But there are trade-offs. AI strategy tools only work as well as their models and data. Prediction markets are notoriously sensitive, and any product asking people to let an algorithm manage their assets has to be crystal clear about what's happening behind the scenes. For now, there is no launch date, no token details, and no word yet on which assets will be supported. What we do have is an early stage concept that flips the usual flow, starting with the user's conviction instead of preset logic, one to keep an eye on. Next up, a trail app built almost entirely through what its creator calls Vibecoding. That's Dal Busco, the founder of Juno, who recently created a functioning GPS trail app using large language models like Cursor. No flashy launch, no VC push, just a test of how far AI can go with minimal manual coding. And the result is a clean, working app that lets users store trail metadata, save GPS files, view stats, and even manage admin tasks. Most of the code was generated by the AI. Dal Busco just guided it along the way. He admits it wasn't perfect. The AI took a few attempts to get documentation right. But once it logged in, the pieces came together naturally. Serverless functions handled stat calculations. Metadata, user photos, and GPX files were tucked away in structured storage, and it ran with no major breakdowns. One key detail is the current version only fetches data on the client side. That's fine for a demo, but would need reworking for performance and SEO if it ever goes live at scale. Still, what stands out here isn't the product, it's the process. Dal Busco didn't want to rewrite everything. He deliberately let the AI handle structure and syntax so he could stay focused on the overall flow. That choice let him see where tools like Cursor shine and where documentation still needs improvement. Vibe coding might sound like a joke, but it's actually a working model. More developers are now sketching out ideas with AI, then polishing only when they need to. It's not about cutting corners. It's about shifting the heavy lifting to the machine and saving human energy for decisions that matter. Moving on to something with a different flavor, that is Avocado, the meme coin from the Avocado team, is quietly proving that memes can have mechanics too. Launched in December 2023, Avocado was distributed entirely to holders of Avocado NFTs. No pre-sales, no centralized reserves, just 100 million tokens released in one go. Then in December 2024, the community voted to transition governance from NFTs to the token itself. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Every transaction burns 10 avocado. That alone makes it one of the most deflationary tokens on the internet computer. But it doesn't stop there. Every week, 50% of the DAO's earnings go toward buying and burning more avocado. Another 25% is reinvested, and the rest supports the team. The idea is to keep shrinking the supply, and it's working. The circulating amount has already fallen below 93 million, and the number keeps dropping. There's a bigger plan too. When the DAO neuron dissolves, the funds, reportedly over 30,000 ICP, will be used across 20 days to buy and burn more tokens. That's a deliberate strategy to squeeze supply without relying on hype or volatility. The project isn't chasing headlines or flooding socials with announcements. It's staying low-key, operating mostly through Discord and X. That might limit exposure, but it also keeps the tone more grounded. Whether Avocado gains broader traction is still up in the air. But as it stands, it offers an example of a meme coin built on actual mechanics, not just memes. And finally, a heads up for anyone using funnAI. The protocol is going offline briefly for maintenance. On July 8th at 11 a.m. ET, the team will pause activity. No new minor top-ups, no challenge processing. It's a short window and they have flagged it early, so users can plan ahead. The pause is described as routine, just a standard update to keep the platform running smoothly. This isn't the first time funnAI has done this, and past updates have wrapped up within the announced time frame. Even so, some users are already talking. Challenges are a big part of the platform's daily experience, and any interruption naturally raises questions. There has been no technical breakdown of what's changing, but speculation includes interface tweaks or prep for upcoming features. What's clear is the team wants to keep communication front and center. Announcements will go out via open chat both when the pause begins and when things are back online. Until then, the system remains live, so if you need to run tasks or top up miners, you have still got time. Whether it's just a tidy up or something more, we'll find out soon enough. That's all for today, from AI-driven strategy to vibe-coded apps and quiet meme coin mechanics. As always, if you want to support the channel or check out our projects, everything is in the description, including our donation wallet. See you next time.